Hi everyone, Mr. Rubin here, welcome back. Okay, today's lesson will be on variables on both sides of the equations. And our learning intention today is that you will be able to solve equations with more than one of the same variable. Alright, we'll explore further what that actually means. Alright, what are our need to knows? If both sides of an equation have a variable, for example, x, y, x, y, t, a particular type of pronumeral, added or subtracted, the new equation will be equivalent. Important to know. Also, if variables are on both sides of an equation, for example, this equation here, see there's an a on this side of the equation and a over there, so two variables, the same on either side of the equation. So if they're both on sides of an equation, add or subtract it so that the variables appear only on one side. For example, as done here, for example, we have minus 2a from both sides to make the variable only be on this one side. For this one, we have added 3b to both sides so that the b is only on this side. Alright, we'll look at some of these. We'll have a crack at solving some of these in some examples. So, let's start with this one. 7t plus 4 equals 5t plus 10. Alright, we generally put the letters, the pronumerals, on the left. We want them to be by themselves on the left, but it is pretty much the exact same thing as if they're on the right side. So, in approaching these sorts of problems where there are variables on either side of the equation, look for the one that is on the lowest. That is the lowest, and whatever side that is on, you might want to try and subtract that. But for all of these three examples here, we're going to try and get them on the variables on the left. So let's start with this. So we've got 5t on this side, 7t on this side. How do we get the 5t to the other side? Well, we know that's a positive 5t, so we actually minus 5t from this side. We also minus 5t from that side. When we do that, we get, well, what's 7 minus 5? 5, 6, 7. We are left with 2 t's plus 4 equals 5 minus 5 is 0, so that's gone. And we're left with a positive 10. Now, as we may have seen in the last video, or last couple of videos, we would want to start by, when we're up to this stage, we would want to move the 4 to this side. So, how do we do that? What's the opposite of plus 4? Minus 4. So we minus 4 from both sides. There you go. We are left with 2t equals what? What's 10 minus 4? 6. So 2t equals 6. We've got 2 times t. What's the opposite of times? 2 divided by 2. So we divide this side by 2 also. Those two cancel each other out. We are then left with t equals, what's half of 6? 3. So we then have t equals 3. Okay. Let's try this one. Now we've got 6x over here, 3x there. So we've got two of the same variables but on different sides of the equation. Okay. So I've got 6x plus 4 equals 22 minus 3x. Alright, first thing we want to do is to move you over this side. However, how do we do that? So we've got minus 3x. What's the opposite of minus 3x? Plus 3x. So when we do that, though, that does cancel out. And we've got plus 3x over this side. So we end up plussing these two together. So it's 6x plus 3x. Your answer is 9x plus 4. equals, and we only have 22 left on that side. Now you're probably thinking, why don't we add, why is that not x, well you may be thinking, sorry, why do we not then square the x's? Because we would only square them if it was 6 times 3, 6x times 3x. We might want to do that then. However, as it's only add, we just add the numbers in front, okay? So we're just left with the 9x plus 4 equals 22. Alright, next step, plus 4. We want to move u to this side. How do we do that? What's its opposite? Minus 4. Do the same to both sides. Those two cancel out. 9x is what we're left with. And what does it equal? Well, what's 22 minus 4? That's right, 18. 9 times x, or x times 9. What is the opposite of x of times 9? Divided by 9. Divide this side by 9. I'll just say I love how these numbers work out perfectly in these examples too, by the way. You'll see what I mean in a sec. Those two cancel each other out. You are just left with x equals. And here's what I mean. What is 18 divided by 9? The answer is 2. A nice whole number. Alright, so let's go to example C, shall we? So we've got 2u equals 7u minus 20. Okay, we've got 7u on this side, 2u on this side, minus 20. Ooh, do we want to move this 2u over this side? No, we want to move the 7u over this side. Okay, how do we do that? Well, that's a positive 7u. What's the opposite of positive 7u? Minus 7u. So we'll minus 7u from both sides. Let's solve that. Well, u cancel each other out. So on the right side of the equation, we are left with negative 20. On the left side of the equation, though, we are left with what? Well, what's 2 minus 7? Negative 5u. Okay, so that's our final value. Alright. Negative 5 times u. What's the opposite of that? Negative divided by negative 5. So we need to now divide both sides by negative 5. When we do that, we are left with u on this side because they cancel each other out. And on this side, we've got 20 divided by 5, or negative 20, sorry, divided by negative 5. When we divide a negative by a negative, it turns into a positive. So we are left with u equals 4. Alright. So, sorry, I exited that one a little bit quick, didn't I? Let's go back to our learning intention. So, students will be able to solve equations with more than one of the same variable. Are you able to do that now successfully? That is the question you need to ask yourself. My task for you now is to go and try and attempt some excellent problems, try and challenge yourself, and have fun while you're doing it. Thanks, guys.